U.S. President Joe Biden may face an uncomfortable question or two from reporters covering that summit about some potentially classified documents discovered in an office that he once used. Magda Gabriel-Salassi is in Washington. Tell us more about this big breaking news bombshell last night, Magda.
Well, Heather, these documents were apparently from Biden's time as vice president. They were found at a think tank here in Washington, where he had an office before running for president. And in November, his lawyers were packing up, moving things out, and found these documents in what the White House says was a locked closet. So the documents were then apparently turned over to the National Archives and Records Administration. How many documents? Well, some media outlets are reporting there's around 10 or so. As for what was in those documents and what exactly these documents contained, how they got there to begin with, these are the kinds of questions that are swirling now. Reports are saying that the Justice Department is looking into this. A number of media outlets say the Attorney General has assigned another U.S. attorney to oversee this. The White House says it's cooperating with all of this. Meanwhile, you have reactions from representatives from both parties coming in. Take a listen.
We'll wait to see the facts, but, classified information needs to be in secure spaces.
The idea that they're floating around out there, Democrat or Republican, the idea that these type of documents are out there in the public isn't good for America as a whole or our intelligence community.
Now, Biden was asked about this there in Mexico as he's there for the summit. A reporter actually shouted out whether he had any comment on the documents, and he didn't respond to that, Heather.
May be forced to answer that again later today at other further press gatherings. I'm wondering, though, Republicans, they now control the House. They have the power to investigate Biden, and they are drawing comparisons to the case involving the former President Donald Trump and the classified documents at Mar-a-Lago. So what is the official White House response to all of that, Magda?
Well, with a statement from the president's special counsel, the White House is clearly trying to show that the circumstances here are different, that with these documents, once they were found, they were voluntarily turned over, that there was no request or subpoena that led to all of this. And that really that this wasn't the case when it comes to Trump and the investigation going on there with the Justice Department. In that case, the National Archives and Records officials were pushing for documents to be returned for months. Trump's lawyers handed over dozens of classified documents after a subpoena was issued. And then still more than 100 classified documents were found after the FBI searched Trump's Florida home. So obviously, Trump, he sees this all differently. He reacted on his social media platform and he wrote, "When is the FBI going to raid the many homes of Joe Biden, perhaps even the White House?" So many weighing in, and no doubt, as you said, Heather, the president is likely to face more questions around this.
Thank you so much, Magda. Magda Gabriel-Salassi from Washington.